Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome back to the Lavender Glade, where in the last episode we got up to a lot of stuff. We started working over here on this little housing complex because we were running a bit low on beavers, and we are back up to no beds. So we're going to have to open up some of that. We figured out how to get over here and divert the bad tide here. We started working on the channel over here. Both the one under here and the one across here that will allow us to shoot the Badwater straight out. So that is what we are working on right now. So let's go ahead and get started. We are at just under 8 days in this drought. I think this will kind of be like the one that those are paused. Yes, they are. Okay, cool. They also are working on this channel down here, I believe. Let's see here. Oh, yep, we are almost there, and that means we are going to need to insert something that we can use to shut this off. And I'm not exactly certain how that is going to work. Let's shut the water off here for a second so we can kind of see this area. So we've got two options. In the short term, we can just put a couple of dams right here that would allow us to, floodgates right here that would allow us to stop the water from falling. Because once again, we don't have enough science for much else. So I think that's gonna be our way to go for right now. Because we don't necessarily need this like filled right away. So we're just gonna do that. Now, we were working on the observatory and getting power routed all along here. So let's complete that while we are waiting on beavers to do some of that other stuff. So power. Not that, it's power. We're going to take it across like this. Oopsies, that one's not going to work. Right? And then we need a up. And let's see here. Can we reach all of that from this side? Yes, we can. We can reach all of that from here. And let's just, so that we make sure that that can get completed, take this and this. We'll let them work on all of that. Because I think theoretically they should be able to work on these ones right here from this point, because that's the diagonal. But we shall see. All right. They are about to pump this dry. Which is just fine. We still have this chunk of science up here that we can get to, so we could do that. That would give us some interim science if we just come up here. There's a tree in the way. I almost think it'd be easier to just do this. And do that. And then it would be to like try and make a path through all those trees. It's only 200, but it will help. It will help. All right. Oh, our poor beavers. They're running all the way over to here. All right. The next thing we're gonna need to do here, we need to leave that open because we'll have to tunnel through those last 2 blocks that we don't want all of our water to just go running through. But we could get them to build one of these. How are we doing under here? Oh, they've started the exit path. Very good, very nice. The only thing I can think of is that in order to do this, we really need whatever is going to one-way outlet with adjustable flow rate, one-way outlet that regulates the downstream water level. I think we need this one, the throttling valve. But I'm not certain how it works, so this is going to be I have a vague feeling that we're going to end up accidentally using the wrong one, and then we'll have to like scramble to fix it. Yeah, I know we don't have no science. I'm just gonna extend this path a little bit more. Poor little guys, they are running their butts off. I wonder, can we make this a little bit easier? We should have thought of this before. Boosh. Boosh. All right, we need planks. Prioritize by hauler and obtain. We need extract. And we need explosives. All right, I'm gonna quick put that on highest priority and see if we can get that filled, because they are wasting too much time running, and I really should have thought of that sooner, shouldn't I? All right. So let's see what we got going on over here. Oh, we were still working on this. And I'm betting they need a path to be able to get down here. So let's just throw that in there. How many days we got left? We still have 2.7. That would give us 800. We should have thought of this at the beginning of the episode. It's too far from district, can't be reached. Wow, we are looking at a lot of full warehouses. I'm thinking, since we have all of these, why don't we start shuffling some food over to here? Let's look at the storage menu here. So that one was bread. Let's put some potatoes, some carrots. Oh wow, they've already filled up the bread and the potatoes and the carrots. Holy cats. Okay. Let's see here. We have no empty beds at the moment. I am gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pause and I'm gonna pause and I am going to put a piece of path to this one. If I can get the path button to work and make that one accessible. Did we get this stuff over here taken care of? Yes, we did. Perfect. That'll make life a little bit easier there. What do we need for this guy? Just some nugs and some planks. I think it's hilarious that they still haven't done that, but whoa, okay, that's done. Alrighty then. So how are we looking down here now? Oh, we're through here. What is it? Alt. Go ahead and extend that path just a touch. All right, and then one-way outlet that can regulate downstream water level. One-way outlet that can adjust with adjustable flow rate. I don't understand what the difference is. That's part of the problem. And the drought has ended. Oh yeah, that's... we definitely have to... oh, we need to finish the levees here too. Now let's do that one, and then this one, and this one, and leave that space open to make sure they get that. $300 or $500? I don't understand what the difference is. That's... but I guess we'll find out. I guess we will find out. Because I'm thinking we need the... holy cats. We got quite a jump in science there. Did we get our... the observatory is up, but it doesn't have any power yet, so that's not what did it. We do have that filled in. So our two little science people are the ones who have done it. Okay. Fill valve or throttling valve? I'm going to say fill valve. I think the fill valve is also the one we want here. I don't think they are down to level here. Oh. Let's actually get our life back together here. Ooh, the last one. And then we'll be able to figure this out. Maybe we can figure it out here. Although I am worried that the we don't have like a depth sensor here. I guess we could put a depth sensor in here. And that last one just needs one. There it is. I'm almost thinking we put it like right here. Oh, there it goes. Oh, yep. Exactly what I thought would happen. Because this is lower than this. All right. So the problem is we can't just put it right here and then have that work. It's the actual like because that spot is lower, it won't fill. If we set it up as a regular thingy, it won't fill quite right. I know, I'm being so articulate today. I'm really sorry about that. I'm still kind of half asleep this morning. All right, we probably need to take out a couple of these. All right, so which is it going to be? Fill valve? Throttling valve. Oh, there's path there. That's why. I'm like, why won't it let me do anything? Nope, wrong button. Do that. All right, now let's try it. Fill valve. Let's go ahead and put it back one just because I really don't want to see it. And we're also going to fill this block in when we get to that. But oh no, I just realized something. Pause. We're flooding everything again. Oh my lord. I sounded like a donkey. Oh no. Yeah. We've got to get a weather center. A weather center. Where's that? That's under here. Let's see. Science counter, resource counter, population counter, weather station. Maybe we put it up here by the... Oh, the observatory is running. 300 science. Yes, we want it. We have got to get this dealt with. I'm actually going to pause these guys now. Since we have the observatory running, all of that is built. So I'm going to go ahead and extend the power line. Doosh. I don't know where we're going with this power line. We probably need to dynamite down and attach it to this one, although why we need this much power over here, I don't know. But we'll just have it ready. If we need something else with power, we always can fill this in. And weather station sends a signal based on the weather. Oh. So can we only... We can only be one season. That's not kind of cool. Temperate, drought, bad tide. I think I might need to actually like do some research on that. Because I don't really know what that means. All right, then did we ever actually attach these? No. To that. Wait, 6, 5. No, that's not what I wanted to attach that to. Which one did I just do that to? Okay. Synchronize with adjacent floodgate. This is depth sensor 3. All right, so it is currently on. Measures depth below its arm. Okay, so if we say threshold of 5.5, and then we attach it to this when it's on, we want the height to be 6.5, and then when it's off, we want it to be all the way up. Right? I can't see. Is that... Says it's currently 7.7. So it is going to shut these when this drops below 0.55. I think I actually... 0.6. All right, we're going to test that guy because I'm not 100% certain on that. Let's come back over here. Did we get this guy in here done? Yes. Now. One-way outlet that regulates the downstream level. Target height. Unlimited. So that theoretically is only going to, if we open this guy, that is already full. So that is not going to help us there. We need to tie it to some sort of sensor. I think before we do that, we need to get rid of this stuff. We'll have them pick that up. We will remove this path. And remove this path, just in case, so it doesn't... Is there a path underneath that one? No. Oh, because it was the stairs. That's all right. I figured it out. I figure it out. All right. So these are actually obsolete right now, but we'll leave them for the moment. Now we need a sensor. And we actually need the sensor to be like over here, I think. That's a lever. Relay the depth sensor. Right? If we build that, are we still going to be able to fit this monument in here? It says no, but I bet you it's because of this. No storage space available. All right, we need to get a levee in there. Boosh. All right, so that is there. It says it's currently 0.5. Measurement 0.3. Threshold is... All right, this is sensor 4. Now if we go underground... Oopsies, went too far. And we automate this to sensor 4. Right? Target height went on. Oh, is this gonna do what we need it to do? Is the question. Okay, so we actually... Unlimited? Okay, so it is at its target height. Oh, this is so weird. Is that constantly gonna flash like that? I don't know if I've done that right. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. Because I'm not certain if I have, but it seems to be working. We need 12K signs to get this, but can we get it in there now? Did I make my hole the wrong size? That sensor is getting in the way. Oh, man. This sucks really bad. Okay, so how can I fix this? Because I want it right there. That's where I want it. And the sensor is causing a problem. So, how do I make it so that the sensor doesn't impede on the... We do that, and then we... Nope. Okay. Delete. Let me just put that in there. I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. I'm probably using the wrong thing. Oh, a contamination sensor. Pretty good, very nice. Okay, now will it let me... Why do I have yellow on it? It's green right there, but it's yellow right there. Why? I don't understand that. But we are gonna go ahead. Oh! Bad tide! It's a bad tide! I don't have anything stored over here. What do we need stored over here? What is... Like, everything is full. Alrighty, so that's a whole nother set of problems. Alright, so let's see. Let's say, so if it's... No, it looks like we have to do the... Let's do 7.5. Now let's, go down. Which one is this one? This one's 4. And we'll automate this one to 4. All right, and then if we come back up, we have to actually... Oh, we probably actually have to let some water through. Okay, now I'm still getting a weirdness there. Why is that? Yeah, I know we don't have enough. All right, I'm gonna forget about this for right now. I'm gonna leave that. I do not believe that these are needed anymore. There we go. Because this is doing its thing. All right, we have 1 day before this bad tide comes and we are not ready for it. We are not ready at all. Let's give this a high priority. Because I don't want... Is this all done over here? Hopefully it is. It most certainly is. All right, so we are going to check this staircase so that no beavers can get down in there. For right now, we are not going to be ready for this one. I got a little sidetracked there. This one, we are going to do this. I know that we... don't have storage space for it, probably. Oh, they got that staircase done. Very good, very nice. Okay, what about over here? None of this is done yet. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to demolish that so they don't climb down in there. They had started working on this. Oh, but we never got a staircase to here. Pause. That one needs to go. That one needs to go. Boosh. Did I just contaminate the upper section? I did. Oh, man. That's horrendous. Okay. All right, I think the next thing we need to work on, bad tide preventativeness, is a direct route for all of the bad water that ends up like down in this little channel to come out this way before, well, shoot. That really sucks that we got bad water into there and into there. Let's go ahead and check that one up. So hopefully we didn't contaminate that too much. Oh well. It's only 2 days. 3 days? Something like that. So I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Oh, you know what I didn't even think about? Does this over here keep pumping? No. No, it doesn't. Come on. We're about to run all the water out there, which isn't great. And of course, this is going to take whatever's in the channel. So it's sucking out water. Well, darn. That was poor planning on my part. All right. We have 3 beds. We have 13 people don't know what to do with themselves. Are these all... Yeah, they are all incrementally staffed. Looks like we're working on this stuff over here. We got that staircase in, but we didn't connect the path. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. Oh, we need path there too. All right. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to take that and put that all the way down. And there comes our water back. I didn't even check. Did this work? mean, it doesn't really matter if it worked or not. You can open that for a minute and let some of that crappy water out. All right. So that means we now need to get the... And we'll close that back up now. Let that dry out. And then let's get down into here and figure out what we need here. We're gonna need to do this during a drought though, because we don't want our water to go that way right off the map. So let's hold on that. Let's see here. They got those staircase in. We're looking good here. We need them to take out these guys. They need a little bit bigger priority. Otherwise we can't put it in the rest of the... dynamite. Did we not high prioritize that one? All right, we're not going to be able to implode this until we're going to need 4 floodgates there. Alrighty, looking good, looking good. All right, what have we got going on over here? We don't have the pumps back open. All right, if we install a weather center over here, we could attach them to these pumps, and when it goes temperate weather. Oh, it won't let us put one there. How rude. How rude. Where do we want to put it then? Whoa. We'll put it right there. Activate early. That's interesting. Can I get this belt? I just want this belt so I can tie these two to it and forget about it. No, I suppose I could have tied him to that depth sensor. All right. So we also need to unpause that guy because we're going to need to open another house over here. And that's going to need across there and across to there. And then let's get, all right, let's see here. What do we want to put up here? Excuse me. We're probably going to want some roofs being one of the first things. And then we need at least one of these. And one of those. We don't have any. If I do that, though, then I'm not going to be able to fit rooftop terraces, am I? Oh, no, I still can. And then we will do a mini roof. Which we will actually... And then we're gonna do a bush and a bush. And we're gonna go ahead and unpause that guy. Bum 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 bum. And we are gonna go ahead and unpause. I can't see. I put all this stuff on top of it and now I can't see. I think there's one more house. Yeah, that one. We'll go ahead and get it built. All right, then we need, we'll probably do the same thing on this side. We need some campfires. There's a tree there. Okay, we'll put it over here. Oh no. Oh man. Well, I guess it was just little houses. Oh no. All right. Oh, shoot. And go ahead and release that one too. This is coming around. These should be closed. It is at 0, yep. And what is this depth sensor saying? 0.38. Should... There we go. The only thing I can think of as we put it, the flow ones or the throttling valve. No, the fill valve. So that it closes those when it gets to the top of this puppy. But it really doesn't do that much, so I think I'm all right with that. All right, what was I working on? I lost my train of thought there. Is the weather station done? The weather station is done. Okay. So we are going to say this is temperate weather. This is weather station 2. We are going to automate this to weather station 2. Automate weather station 2. All right, so theoretically, I shouldn't have to worry about those ever again. This is going to annoy me. This flashing light is going to annoy me. But we're all right now. We're okay. We're fine. All right. Next up, I think... Oh my gosh, look at the time, though. We don't have time to start another big project. I'm an idiot. I never put this gate back down. I mean, not that I'm exceedingly worried because we have tons of water, but... And we are not playing in hard mode. So... I'm glad we didn't for this first one. How are we coming over here? Let's check in on this. We still need that one floodgate right there done. Those are on 0. We do need to get a staircase back into here. Otherwise, they cannot do this. So let's throw that back in there and give that a high priority. I know this probably sounds... you know what? It's not that much water. Uh-oh, did I startle him? Or, So which one do we want? We're just gonna do floodgates. We're just gonna do floodgates. We only need singles. And then we are going to tie them to a weather sensor. How many weather sensors can you have, I wonder? I suppose you only need one weather sensor and then you just tie them all to the same weather sensor. So one for temperate weather, one for... So you need 3. One for each season. And then just have these ones do their thing based upon seasons. I guess would probably be the easiest way to do it. I have a temperate weather one here. So I could technically tie these. We've got plenty of extra workers. We don't really have any more water space, though. That's the only thing. We could start trading out some tanks for big tanks. We could make like a water storage area like right here. But that is it. That is all the time we have for today. So what did we accomplish? We got the channels here finished. This is just needs 2 more floodgates and it will be finished. Then we need to tie it into a sensor because I will forget about that. Although it could go on the bad tide. It could go, these ones could get attached to the bad tide sensor. We did get this little area complete. Housing is all filled in there. I'm going to go ahead and turn that one on. We did get this complete. We're just waiting on science to get that monument up. We need to start looking at monuments for the other areas as well. We did get this tied into a sensor so that I can stop worrying about those. We did get the observatory built and functioning. We had put a weather station here that we could have just tied those to, but hey, it's fine. Maybe we make this one the bad tide sensor. And I think for the next episode, we need to look at purging the bad tide out of here instead of letting it coop up in here. So I think that might be what we do next time, is work on that and finish up some of this little stuff. All right. So thank you, as always, for watching. I do appreciate you being here. And if you didn't already know from previous episodes, we will be doing a couple of pre-recorded episodes. So I will not see your comments on this episode. well, I will see them, but I will not be commenting on them in the next one, which I'm going to be recording pretty much within a couple hours after I get this one edited. Ready to go into the hopper. So we will be back with recorded the previous day episodes on our regular schedule as of the 19th with our banished episode, and then the 22nd with our next Timberborn episode. All right. So I want to say thank you as always, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.